What's going on, guys? Back again for the Galacticos Podcast. Real Madrid, obviously still top of La Liga, and we are here with a brand new setup. I am stressed from moving house, people. Sorry about the delay. I had to wait for some guy to come in to actually install my internet because apparently they don't work on weekends. So I had the guy just come in right now, install my internet, and now obviously the podcast is taking off. But Will, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. Can't complain. Champions League is back this week.
Yeah.
Also 3 points across the weekend. Lonely at the top, Dave. You know, I'm looking around me, and there's nobody that's even tied. So it's all good, bro. But
Yeah,
I'm chilling,
mate.
big up for having me on, of course.
I can see that, bro. Oh, we mean big up for having you on, mate. We are the Galacticos, mate. We are the two, I would say, pioneers of this thing where we actually, and I've already made the catch climb, guys, yeah? The only true, uncensored Madrid podcast on YouTube. That's essentially how it is. So that's what the catch line is. The only true Madrid uncensored, or the greatest uncensored Madrid podcast on YouTube.
You know what it is? This is just the best podcast on YouTube, period. It doesn't matter if it's Madrid or not. I mean, if you're watching footy content, this is just clear of everything else that's available, bro. So
absolutely.
Now look, big up. Dave, what episode is this for Galacticos?
This is episode 22. We've been running for 22 episodes, and we only give it twice a week, essentially.
Yeah.
It's all twice a week, yeah? So what are we doing? We are giving the best podcast to you, the uncensored version of Madrid Talk, because nobody else wants to speak the truth. So we do ourselves. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, Dave.
And let's get into it, guys. Of course, this weekend we also saw Real Madrid have a very tough game against Sociedad because of one person. Let's call it as it is. Let me take my glasses off this because I need to be in serious mode for this, yeah? And because of that referee, it spoiled all momentum for Real Madrid to actually do any damage, any major damage against Sociedad. Before that red card, we were cooking, mate. The first half, we were absolutely sensational, yeah? Namely a few players, but I'm going to just go through the list of him. Mbappe was great. Arda Güler was great. Carreras was excellent, yeah? He was really, really good, yeah? The midfield was also decent as well. Even, honestly, the whole team actually performed well, apart from maybe Brahim Diaz, who started. Yeah, we actually said that Brahim Diaz was going to start, but
yeah, and Vinny. I think Vinny was
and Vinny and Brahim Diaz, both of them were quite.
Everybody else was solid for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was looking at Real Madrid and I was saying, look, the play is absolutely immaculate. I was looking at them and saying, this is absolutely sensational. I'm watching some prime Real Madrid football here where we're playing some fast-moving football, yeah, and we're cutting open Sociedad time and time again. Because we knew that Sociedad were going to be open, Will. We knew it, yeah, before the match. We knew they were going to be open, and we knew we had chances. Vinny had so many chances on the counter that he spoiled by slowing down the ball, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's one main critique, maybe. I'm not sure if it's Alonso telling him to do that in terms of waiting for other players to be fed into the system. But essentially, I looked at Xabi Alonso and I'm saying, look, Vinny just needs to just run himself in those kind of situations, run himself, take people on and really create openings for himself instead of waiting for others to be fed into the play. So Vinny slowed it down. Brahim Diaz was just awful, but Mbappe definitely stood out. Mbappe, he was doing so much work. Yeah, so much work. The runs he was making, and he just saw an opening for a pass that was going to literally be faulted. Yeah, that pass looked like it was faulty from when they passed it, trying to pass it back. Yeah, Mbappe latched onto it, pressed it, and then won the ball. And guess what? Yeah? Guess what? 1-0. You know? And that's what happens.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think Mbappe had a masterclass, in my opinion. We don't win that game if it's not for him. I think Mbappe was our best player. Him and Arda Güler were doing very well. the way that he cooked that defender to create the assist for that second goal that we scored. Like, he is on some serious smoke this season. He just looks different, bro. Like, this looks like 21, 22 Mbappe. Like, he looks faster. His first touch is a lot better. He looks more clinical in the box. His decision-making is on point as well. This guy is creating a lot for us, right? And I think, we got to talk about that red card, Dave, because for me, that is never a red. Now,
never.
I did see an image where Courtois was way off his line. So people are saying, well, if he doesn't foul him, that is an opportunity for Oyarzabal to chip him, right? Because it is like, but I think Militao, because he would have got over there. He was right there.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Dean didn't foul him. Bro put his hand on his shoulder, and Oyarzabal is falling like he just got two-footed. That is the issue that I have with the card. I'm not saying that Dean is faultless. It should have been a yellow, whatever. And I think Dean does have to position himself better to not be in a situation like that, right? I do think because we were so outraged about the red that we're kind of not giving Dean criticism for putting himself in that situation. He does deserve to be criticized. But to me, that's not a red. The handball that they got, I get why they gave it, and I'll give them a little bit of a pass because at least they're being consistent. For me, it's not a handball because Carvajal's arm is in a natural position when you're sliding. Like, it's almost like as if in La Liga, they want you to defy the laws of physics for a defender to move their body. Because when you're sliding, your arms come out when you have to balance yourself or else you'll just fall down. Unlucky for Carvajal there, but I get it, right? Fair enough. But to be honest, Dave, second half, even though Sociedad were better than us, but it's expected. We had 10 men. They're at home. They're going to go for it. I think we defended very well. We soaked up the pressure, and it was very nerve-wracking. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I meant to say we had to graft to get the win. And look, this is the kind of 3 points that champions get, right? Because it's not about how you look when things.
I mentioned that in my match reaction. I mentioned that I called
like it's about how things look.
Champions mentality
when things are going against you in a way. So now look, great 3 points. But the referee really just kind of, I think, like killed our momentum. We would have slapped them, Dave. If we would have had 11 men, I think we walk out of there 4-0.
Absolutely, yeah. And 1 second, I'm just going to close the living room door because I can hear something in the background. So I'm just going to close the living room door. I'll be back.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. All right, people. Welcome to Football Carnage. I've taken over. Now, look, big up. Everybody that's watching, make sure you guys smash that like button, right? Let's get to 100 likes as soon as possible. Get in the comment section as well, right? We have to know what you guys are saying for that game. Was that a red card or not? What do you guys think about Real Madrid's performance? Because even though it wasn't the best, like I just said, this was the kind of victory that was a champion's performance. When things are against you, you still have to find a way to get over the line. Because even with 10 men, Dave, if we would have dropped points that game, I still would have been pissed. Like, 10 men is still enough to go and get 3 points against Sociedad.
Yeah.
But I did want to say one more thing, Dave, real quick. I do think, though, right, even though I'm happy with how we defended for the most part, I have to say, Dave, I still think we could have played a little bit better, even with 10 men. I don't think it had to be so defensive because Sociedad were open. Go ahead.
I do understand it. So your point when you mentioned before about, like, I'm immaculately proud of how Real Madrid defended. I'm just so over the moon because we never saw that last year. I'm going to be honest. We never saw it once last year where we have the back against the ropes and we have to literally keep a team out. We saw it against Valencia last year. The team that just got pumped 6-0 by Barcelona. Last year, we had the opportunity to defend certain situations and we didn't. Yeah? And I'm absolutely fuming at last year's outcome. But this game here, I was super, super proud of the boys, honestly. Super proud of them. They did an immaculate job on defending that lead. They had a 2-1 lead, penalty, and then you see Sociedad on the insurgency. And for me, when they do that as a team, Alonso's like, okay, what am I going to do here? Am I going to actually go gung-ho and still try to get more goals? Or we are going to be a true defensive team here and show La Liga and show, most important, Barcelona, what kind of defensive unit we were. Yeah? And I said man of the match was Mbappe. I'm cancelling that out. I know Mbappe was great, but Militao was so flipping good. So good. That guy was making clearance after clearance, putting his body on the line, and in the best positions all the time. Mbappe was excellent. Militao was excellent. Those back post crosses towards Carrera's side, if that's Fran Garcia or if that's Mendy, we're done. Yeah? Because there were people lurking at the back post. Carreras dealt with it time and time again. Yeah? Carvajal, for me, was probably the worst defender. He gave the ball a lot of times, and he was actually decent in some instances, but not the best in others. But for me, Militao, Tchouaméni, when he had to drop back in that time frame and say, okay, cool, I'm going to be in centre-back now. Yeah? That's what he did.
Yeah.
And he did it excellently well. Excellently well. I'm so proud of Real Madrid's defensive capabilities there.
Yeah,
I
Dave,
haven't seen that.
We
in
lose
such a
that
long
game
time.
if it's last season. We
Absolutely.
lose that game. Lose that game.
Under Ancelotti, we lose that game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I mean, look, Sociedad, to give them a little bit of credit, they had a go. They did.
Yeah.
I feel like first half, it was all us. And then again, that momentum shifted once Dean was given that. Now, we did score our second goal. But after that, it was Sociedad just from there on out, because we had to sacrifice somebody in our attack, because you have to make up for the numbers in defense, or else then they would have maybe won that game or got back into it. So I think, look, great victory, right? And I'm excited for how we're finding ways to win, even when we're not cooking, when we're not playing amazing. We're still getting the job done. And that's the main thing that matters for right now. The 3 points, just keep on collecting that, right? We've remained perfect in La Liga. And I think that's going to continue up until that Atleti game. I don't see us losing a game until we get to Atleti, where maybe we do drop points. I don't think we lose to Atleti, though. No, not if things are carrying on. And then with the news of Jude coming back, we're only going to get better, Dave. So things are looking good right now, bro.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting into that. Who was your favorite player from the game against Sociedad? Was it? I chose Militao. I chose Militao personally. Mbappe was great. Militao was great.
Me,
Tchouaméni was great as well.
Mbappe. And to be honest, Dave, he should have had a brace. That was not offsides, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like this right here that was slightly offsides, bro. That was not offsides. That is a goal. Mbappe, he has been right up there as our best player this season so far. Like, the impact that he's had in our attack is mad, because he's bagging and he's creating, right? I'm telling you, I think Mbappe is on pace. If he can stay fit for a majority of the season, I think we end up seeing Mbappe have his best season for club, just in general. Like, from PSG, Madrid combined, I think this is going to be his best season. And I think it's going to be the catapult to us talking about maybe Mbappe Ballon d'Or next year. You know what I'm saying?
Since he lost weight, man, I think he's just...
Bro, maybe him getting sick in the U.S. was the best thing that happened to him, bro.
Yeah, because he's lost so much weight.
If you guys come to America, don't be like Mbappe, okay? We all know he went to Taco Bell, bro. Do not go to Taco Bell, okay? Make your own tacos at home, bro. Nobody eats Taco Bell here, bro.
Or if you do want to lose weight, do go to Taco Bell.
That's true, bro.
But that was absolutely a sensational performance. And another sensational performance, we have to talk about it. Let's talk about it in the slightest manner as possible, is Barcelona 6, Sociedad 0, bro. Valencia 0. Barcelona 6, Valencia 0. And I was just looking at a match and I was like, first half, they weren't really the best. They missed a lot of sitters, essentially. But second half, mate, Rafinha just literally just opened the door for them, mate. He was making runs. He was in great positions. And they brought on basically their two highest goal scorers last season on the pitch, Lewandowski and Rafinha.
Yep.
And you just expect them to score, innit? You're going to expect them to score against Valencia. But Valencia, come on, people, bro. If you had your own category on one of those X-rated sites, it would be, the category would be called Barcelona versus Valencia. Yeah? That is as simple as it is, mate. They take unlimited poundings from Valencia. It is crazy, bro. Like, the amount of poundings they get from Valencia is serious business, yeah? And, like, they get the lube ready, they get everything ready until they face them at home, Valencia. They face Barcelona at home, and they say, okay, cool, we're just going to bend over and we're going to take it, mate. Bro, it's that bad.
I literally said during my match reaction, why did Valencia even show up? You might as well forfeit, because if you would have forfeited, then on paper, it's only a 3-0 loss.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps you with your goal difference. I mean, Valencia, when they're not playing Real Madrid, they're nobodies. When they play us, they're moving like the Avengers. They're moving like crazy, the Justice League.
It is crazy.
Right? They're out there moving like fucking prime Miami Heat with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade in them. Like, that's how they move when it's time to play Real Madrid. When it's time to play Barca, we'll just bend over and you could just pump us, bro. Like, that's just what it is. That's just how they operate. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I looked at that Barcelona 11, you would have thought they were playing a 4th division team in the first round of Copa del Rey. That was a shit 11 by Barca. And I'm thinking, Dave, I'm like, Valencia, now is your chance. This is the best opportunity.
Ronnie Barger
and then Barcelona are playing at that shit stadium. It's like fucking 200 people there, right? Bro, if everybody from our watch-alongs went to that stadium, it'd be sold out. So Barca don't even really have a home field advantage. I'm seeing a starting 11. Ferran Torres in the 9. Rooney Bargi on the right. Marcus Rashford. I'm thinking Valencia, you absolutely must.
Yeah.
No Yamal. No Rafinha. Lewandowski on the bench. Midfield. Pedri was the only one that I was thinking. Yeah. Bro.
Casado was there.
Forget about Fermin Lopez. Fermin. You got to put respect on his name after that. Bro, he was
that goal was nuts, mate. Yeah.
That player, let me tell you something right now. I don't rate him highly, but I can give him credit. That guy has a great instinct for goals, bro. And
he does.
His shooting ability, it is top, bro. Like, Fermin Lopez is, brother, I think we just witnessed live time him take Danny Olmo's chain. And to be honest, Valencia are very lucky because this ended 6-0. Brother, this could have been 10. It could have been 10. Ferran Torres, if this guy didn't want to score, right? If he was the shooter, Biggie and Tupac would still be here today. Ferran Torres couldn't get anything on target.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy, bro? Imagine if they had Lamine Yedidi and Lewandowski out there as well. Imagine if Rafinha would have started this game. Brother, they're saying that Lamine Yamal was out for discomfort in his pubic area. Bruv has an STD. Now, let me stop.
Hey, man's been too many parties, bro. That guy's been, you know, he's like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. That's what he's doing, mate.
I tried to tell you this
with all those little people, bro. It's mad. Man's like Oompa Loompas, bro, all over.
Dave, Yamal was moving mad this summer. Remember, he was with like the 40-year-old OnlyFans model. Then he was with like the 20-year-old OnlyFans. And then at his party, he's out here body slamming the 7 dwarves like he's Snow White.
The Oompa Loompas, bro.
Willy Wonka, bro was moving like Willy Wonka. Bro was running the chocolate factory at his 18th
that is crazy, bro.
I've never heard of a player being out with pubic brother, Lamine Yamal. I said it yesterday. Get the blood work done immediately. Yeah. Get the treatment that you need, bruv. Because your squad needs you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But not on the other side, though, bro. Valencia are very fucking lucky, man. If Barca were full strength,
Yeah,
that is
double digits.
That is an ass whipping that they'll talk about for the next 1,000 years. Like Valencia fans, it'll be spread down through their fucking family timelines of the great ass whipping against Barcelona. If that was a full strength team,
I mean,
they're very lucky that this only ended 6-0.
They do rack them up. They do rack them up, Valencia. I cannot believe it, man. And I was seeing some they had the ball in the midfield several times. It's like there's runners being made, and it's like you're passing it back to the keeper. You're not doing nothing. The keeper couldn't even pass it out of his own half.
Dave,
it was absolutely crazy.
0 shots.
Yeah, mad.
Valencia in 92 minutes did not register 1 shot. Jean Garcia could have took a nap. Yeah. He could have signed some autographs. He could have ran to the bathroom. Yeah. He could have just did whatever he wanted. He could have went and played some FIFA, watched a little episode of Breaking Bad, because that's what I'm watching right now. Whatever he wanted to do, he could have done that. They did not test him once. I said it, bro. All 11 players and the entire coaching staff need 73 lashes publicly because that is a disgrace. Again, what did you show up
Absolutely.
For? You might as well just forfeit the match. And I remember when we did our predictions, well, you weren't on Chaos. But everybody was like, Valencia, they look a little bit better this season. I said, bro, Valencia are going to get fucking pumped. It's going to look like Bonnie Blue on OnlyFans. It's going to be 11 men just running through them. That's what I said, Dave. And I was the only one in our official predictions that said 5 goals. I said 5-1 for Barca.
I said 4-1, yeah.
I thought, brother, like only a shit team like Valencia could make that Barca back line look like prime AC Milan.
That's it, man.
It's actually ridiculous, bro. Like the fact that they could not get 1 shot on target, it is actually a madness, bro.
I'm going to run through the goals because Kabasi, obviously, we slate him sometimes because we're obviously Real Madrid fans. We love to slate him. We say Dean Housen's better, but his pass, mate, to Ferran Torres, that was absolutely sensational. The first goal.
I thought that was Gerard Martin.
Was it Gerard Martin?
The one that led to Furman's first goal, right?
Was it Gerard Martin or was it Kabasi, guys?
Wait. So are you talking about
I swear it was Kabasi.
That led to Furman's
It was Kabasi, mate. Yeah, Omar said it's Kabasi.
You sure that wasn't Gerard Martin?
It was Kabasi. It was Kabasi. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was Kabasi because only Kabasi. If Gerard Martin's making those passes, I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was Gerard Martin.
Yeah, no, Kabasi made that pass. It was absolutely cutthroat.
The first touch was even better by Ferran Torres.
Hey, Ferran Torres' first touch was immaculate.
Oh my days!
And then Fermin Lopez, I don't even know what the keeper was doing, mate. He just like dived and the ball just went over him. I don't even know how that keeper was absolutely atrocious, yeah. But I think the highlight goal for me was Fermin's long shot, mate. That was absolutely a ripper out of hell, bro. It was absolutely sensational. And look, a lot of Barcelona fans, I've seen them glazing Rashford for the performance.
He was shit.
He was average, apart from one pass that he did was really good. Apart from that, he was just average. I've got to be honest, bro. I commended him for the pass. I'm going to be honest. I commended him for that pass. That pass was sensational, yeah?
Yeah, that assist was mad.
But overall across the match, he was running into bodies. That's what he was doing, yeah? He was running into bodies, yeah? So he was, was that really a pass? I don't know if it was a pass. Maybe it was a shot.
Nah. I'll give him the credit for that.
Yeah, I'll give him the credit for the pass. But the centre back just stood off
vision. Bro, what is that defender doing?
He just stood off it.
He was right there.
Yeah.
But maybe he's thinking, if I get a foot, like, then it's an own goal. That's probably what he's thinking.
He was expecting the keeper to take it. That's what he was doing.
Okay.
So now the Barcelona fans come out saying, Rashford's probably one of the best players in the world and stuff like that. So, do you know what? It's only time will tell, with Barcelona. Because Barcelona...
You know like what it is, Dave?
Let me tell you. Yeah, go on.
Rashford won't make it at Barca, bro. I'm telling you, next summer, he's back at Manchester United because he struggles against low blocks. Aside from that assist, again, phenomenal assist, great vision. Some people think maybe he mishit that. No. I actually think that he meant to make that pass. I'm going to be honest. Okay. But the only other good thing that I'd say that he did was that one possession where they played the ball over the top to him and he had room to run into. Like, Rashford, I think, would have been more effective.
His final ball was poor.
Bro,
overall,
like,
across the whole
if Rashford played for Valencia, I think he would have been more effective than him playing for Barca. Rashford is not technical enough to break down low blocks.
Anybody would have been better than Dan Juma in that game, bro. That guy, mate. Bro, I was expecting Dan Juma to do something because he's the only technical baller I think they have. So I was like, I was hoping Dan Juma to do something, but unfortunately, Valencia, they have nothing to them. And Rashford, you saw as soon as Rafinha came on, you know how Rafinha is.
Instant impact, bro. Instant.
That guy's killer in front of goal.
He had a brace in like his first 15 or 20 minutes.
And Lewandowski, the same thing, man. Same thing later on. So Lewandowski, he's just a cold finisher. We know he is. He's always going to score goals. He could come off the bench and score flipping 2 goals, man. I'm not talking about Valencia. I'm talking about other teams here as well, in the attacking end, I give Barcelona full credit for that match. That was Hansi Flick ball in the attacking end.
That was their best performance of the season so far.
Absolutely. But wait till you become part of the Champions League this week, bro. Yeah. And you're going to face Newcastle. Yeah. Watch Newcastle. Yeah. Yeah. Watch man like, what's his name? The 6'7" striker. I put him in the chat the other day.
Voldemort. Voldemort.
Yeah. Voldemort. Him, bruv. Yeah. That guy. Yeah. That guy is like, I think he's about 20 centimeters taller than Kabasi.
He's tall as shit.
Good luck, mate. Him and Dan
Burns.
Dan Burn, bro. Them two in the box for corners, yeah? I'm just waiting for a corner, mate. I'm waiting for a corner for Newcastle to do damage or a set piece. Because watch Barcelona trying to defend set pieces against Newcastle. They're going to have problems. They are going to have problems, mate.
I remember when we first talked about it, you said that they were going to lose at St. James Park.
I still think they are. I think they're going to lose like 2-1 or something, 1-0.
I disagreed with you. But now that Lamine Yamal is not, because they already said if he plays on Thursday, like it'll be a miracle for him to be out there.
Yeah, he won't be.
So that does make me think they are going to struggle a little bit more. Obviously, Lamine Yamal is in terms of the final third is their best player by far, right? Like they're going to be losing that creativity. And I know that they still have Pedri for, but I mean, Pedri going against Tonali, Guimaraes, Joe Linton, and not that they're better than Pedri. Like, no, they're not on his level, but the physicality of Newcastle, I think is going to be a problem for Barcelona. I still do give them the advantage. I still do think they will win, but it's not going to be like a dominant.
Kieran Trippier, mate, throwing long throws in from the Dan Burner Voldemort all day, bruv. It would be absolutely crazy. I want to see that, mate.
I do think Lewandowski's going to have a hard time going against Dan Burns, though.
Huh?
I do, because you expect Lewandowski to start that. No way you go to St. James Park with Ferran Torres.
Absolutely, yeah.
You
can't be starting, mate.
No way.
Look, if I'm looking at if I'm going to go to Newcastle, obviously they won the last game against Wolves. It's a 1-0 victory, but it's Eddie Howe, mate. He knows how to set up against.
But the thing is, though, Dave,
he's doing it all the time.
Newcastle, in terms of personnel, have the perfect squad to counteract Barca.
Exactly.
Barca are possession-based. Newcastle, I don't think will have any problems sitting back and then hitting them on the counter. Yeah. Alanga, Anthony Gordon.
Yeah,
they're rapid. There's going to be space in behind. Remember,
Barnes is decent also.
No Yamal. There's not going to be no Alejandro Balde.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult. Like, the counter, I think, is going to be the game plan. I expect Barca to dictate the tempo. I expect Barca to have more possession. And I think Newcastle are going to be just fine with that. The physicality and the off-the-ball work rate that most of their squad has, it does play into their hands what gets the best out of those players. So, I mean, we will see. It's going to be a great game, Dave. I'm not going to lie. We will be there
looking
an
forward.
hour before.
Oh, absolutely, mate. I'm definitely doing a watch along to that, bro. Like, I didn't get my internet installed like on the day of my move, literally to not watch Newcastle and watch Real Madrid pump Marseille, because that's the other Champions League game. And we're looking at Real Madrid and Marseille, and the talk of, well, it's not actually talk, because Jude is actually in the lineup. And we were talking about on the Chaos chat, and we were like, okay, is Jude going to, do you think, guys, put it in the chat, do you think Jude is going to play against Marseille, or do you think maybe he's going to make a cameo? I think he's just maybe going to make a cameo, feed him into the game, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes to go, like run of legs, just to get into the thick of things. God forbid he starts. God forbid he starts.
He can't start. I think that would be a mistake. I never like when players are out for a month or so and then they come immediately back into the 11. I don't have an issue with him being back, right? He's only been out for 2 months, so he is a little bit ahead of the schedule. They said he should be coming back around early October. He's come back 2 weeks before that. So he's 2 weeks ahead of schedule, right? Which I don't mind. I do think he plays, though, tomorrow. He's definitely going to get subbed. You don't bring him and include him in the squad for him not to get on the pitch. Then why'd you include him? It just wouldn't make sense then. And I think it'll be more so like a little 10, 15 minutes off the bench to end the game. Seeing how he does for that, I would also have the same kind of plan in mind for him against Espanyol, right? Again, come off the bench. And then if he plays well against Marseille and against Espanyol, I'm maybe saying, Atletico Madrid, maybe Jude should be out there starting, depending on how he's looking. But in terms of Marseille, Camavinga's back as well, right? That's something that I almost forgot to bring up. So that's a big boost, right? Camavinga and Jude are both back. So the midfield has gotten a lot better. The best midfielder in the world, Jude, is now available. But like I said, he should not be starting, though. I think against Marseille, it's going to be very interesting to see because they are a good team. De Zerbi is a good manager, right? Tactically, he likes to play possession-based football. So it's going to be a good chess match between him and Xabi Alonso. They have some good players, right? Like Mason Greenwood, absolute baller. He does make me a little bit nervous. I think because I believe Greenwood runs off the right for them. So Grace is going to have a job on his hands.
He's going to have a job, because
that's going to be a good test for him. They also have other guys as well who are pretty decent, but we should deal with them. It's going to be at home, right? The fans are going to be up for it. We cannot manage to pick up anything less than 3 points this game, bro. Like we already said it. Top 8 is a must for the league phase of the UCL. We're not trying to be in the round of 32 fucking playoff game or playoff series in fucking January. We need the extra rest. And with the group that we have, we should be coming top 8. Marseille is a decent team, but they've not been all that this season, right? They've already lost 2 games.
Yeah, but they won their most recent against Lorient. Lorient's not the best team in the world, but when I look at Marseille's team, obviously they've got Greenwood, they've got Timothy Well,
Angel Gomez as well.
Yeah, Angel Gomez, Kondogbia as well.
Pavard, right? Is Aubameyang there, right?
Aubameyang's there, but I'm not sure if he'll be playing.
Benjamin Pavard.
Yeah, Pavard, and then Aguard as well. So there's a lot of Murillo right back. So there's a lot of different players that we know that is that Marseille have. And Greenwood is the main threat. We know Greenwood is the main threat. He's going to be going against Carreras all the time. So he just needs to we need to lock that part of the pitch down, and give us more chances to, if they do come onto us, then give us chances when they open up to counter. I don't think they're going to sit back. I think Marseille are going to go attacking. It's De Zerbi style to attack, attacking football. Yeah. So we're not looking at a defensive shape here. They're going to be absolutely trying to maybe get a quick goal, like shock Madrid. I think that's what they're going to try and do. And I agree.
I think they come out fast.
Greenwood is a typical player as well to do that. And I think he will be the main threat for them. So it's just like Real Madrid to start off maybe the Champions League poorly. But I don't think they will. I think we'll smash up Marseille. I think we'll beat them comfortably. I think it'll be either a 2-0 or 3-0. I don't think that Marseille, or maybe a 3-1, I don't think they're going to be too dynamic enough to beat Madrid. I think our defense is strong, and obviously Dean Housen, the red card doesn't affect him in the Champions League, does it? So Dean Housen is going to be there. You're going to have, obviously, and talk about, obviously, returns, apart from Jude, Camavinga's also in the lineup as well. So that's another player we're expecting maybe to see a cameo here and there, because I want to see Camavinga and Jude both on the pitch at some point in the game where they're playing under Xabi Alonso, and I want to see them cook. Yeah, I want to see them play. If they can get a cameo, maybe 10, 15 minutes. it will be an excellent thing to see under Xabi Alonso. I'm going to be honest. What are you thinking about Camavinga maybe possibly returning?
Yeah, I thought Camavinga was going to come back this game. I wish he was available while Jude was out, because with him and Jude essentially being on the same timeline in terms of their recovery
injuries,
process, when is Camavinga going to start?
You never know, mate. Because we saw bloody Sociedad start. So
no,
Yeah.
that's true. But now that him and Jude are back at the exact same time, we all know Jude's going to be starting the game before him.
Jude is
so
going to be
like that's kind of
game,
what now I think Xabi is going to be able to get the best out of Camavinga, and I'm hoping that we see him tomorrow as well, depending on what formation we're running and stuff, because now it does give Xabi Alonso the flexibility in terms of with the starting 11 a little bit more. But I don't think either of them start this game.
They won't start, but I would see maybe if we're ahead, for example, and Xabi Alonso maybe takes off Arda Güler in the 75th minute, put Jude there, and maybe put Camavinga in the midfield to obviously strengthen the midfield as well with maybe Valverde. It could be a possibility there as well. We could see a midfield of Jude, Valverde, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni if we play like a 4, like Tchouaméni comes up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we could see those guys just like absolutely kill it. That midfield
is nuts
by itself. Is crazy.
It's nuts.
It's crazy.
I mean, I think we honestly, bro, slapped Marseille.
Yeah.
I think we slapped Marseille. I'm thinking like a 4. I think it'll be kind of open-ended though. Like I do think Marseille
like a 4-2 maybe.
Chances. Like I could see Courtois being busy like early, because I feel like Marseille are gonna. I think we beat them like 4-2. I think it's something like that. Now maybe that's not a slapping actually, but what I'm saying is I feel like they're gonna be open. Like I think we're gonna be able to do things against them. This is De Zerbi. I don't think that they're gonna sit back. I don't think that they're gonna just soak up pressure. They're not gonna play 5 at the back. This is a game where I'm looking for Vinicius. Okay, exactly. You didn't have the best performance against Sociedad, but you're playing against a team that we all think. Now, if they come out there and sit back, I'll be shocked. But if they do what I'm expecting them, Vinny, this is a game where you can have a bounce back performance. And Mbappe, we already know you're going to do your thing. I'm expecting him to score. I'm expecting Arda to also have a good game as well. I think he's going to be able to, like, his passing is going to be able to break down chances. That Marseille back line and their midfield. It's like you said, bro, even without Jude and Camavinga in the 11, our midfield is clear of theirs.
Yeah,
like Tchouaméni, arguably one of the best DMs, right? Valverde, phenomenal player. Arda Güler being that creative spark. The only issue that I have, because I think we're going to start this game off 4-3-3. So I'm wondering, what are we going to do on that right wing? I don't I would like for Rodrigo to just be put there. I would. But I don't think Rodrigo wants to play on the right. So it's going to be between Franco and Brahim. And to be honest, Dave, you might not agree. I'm throwing Franco out there. Brahim was anonymous against Sociedad. I think I see how Franco does in a faster tempo, like what Marseille should be doing. Maybe he'll have more space to operate. Because I think because Jude and Camavinga are just getting back, we're not going to go right back to the 3-5-2. And I don't see Ceballos starting this match. So I would put Franco back on that right wing. That's what I would do. Throw him out there. Throw him out there, bro. Sink or swim. That's how I view it.
Do you know what? I'm sorry to backtrack a little bit, but
go ahead, bro.
One of the changes that I really liked, even though I know we were man down and stuff like that. I know we wanted to obviously bring on defensive players. When we were a man down against Sociedad, Valverde on the right wing, when he came on, and he was playing literally right wing, but also defending and tracking back, Bro, I don't mind seeing Valverde playing the right wing, bro. I would love to see Valverde playing the right wing, and
but
also
then
track
who
back
goes
as well.
Into that midfield spot then?
Yeah,
Ceballos, then that's the only option to start.
To start. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about this in the immediate. I know Valverde's going to start in the immediate.
Yeah.
But in future games as well, and if Jude wants to come on and maybe Valverde just slots somewhere else, then I don't mind Valverde starting the right wing. We've seen him there countless times before for Real Madrid. Yeah, Valverde is a very, very very versatile player. He can play anywhere, but the right wing also suits his style because he tracks back like a crazy man.
I mean, we've seen him at right wing. It works. Like, he's shown he can play there, bro. Like, this guy is the ultimate, like, team player, bro. Like, that, the entire right side of the pitch, he can play on. Wherever you need him to be on that right, you need him right mid. He can play in the double pivot. He can play at right back. He can play right wing. I would not have an issue if Xabi experimented with that. I would not have a problem with Valverde.
Because we saw that, and then with defensively, Frank Garcia came on for the left wing, which was absolutely nuts. And then we just literally had crazy amounts of defenders on the pitch. That's what we did. Yeah. We were just like all defense. It was crazy. But honestly, that idea there also, where if we do want to put maybe a more attack-minded midfielder, we can put on Jude, for example, who can join in the attacking end in terms of crashing the box or getting in there for headers. And I think Valverde would be great to maybe shift over to the right wing. But obviously, Franco Mastantuono, he can be put into the deep end again. I didn't see what Brahim offered at all against flipping Sociedad. I'm sorry. He offered nothing. That's the only position that we actually struggle in, I think. If only bloody Rodrigo just decided, okay, cool, mate, I'll just play on the right wing. Yeah, if he only decided, like, okay, I'll just give the right wing a shot under Xabi Alonso, see what it takes.
Because, what do you think maybe put in Vinny on the right? Because I saw my guy Sensei in the chat say that earlier. Like, why not put Vinny on the right?
Yeah, Vinny can put in the right, but Vinny loves cutting inside. That's his strength, and he loves doing that. He loves cutting inside and then
from the
having
left.
a shot. Exactly, from the left. Cutting inside from the left, and then...
look, like, we all know that teams have pecking orders, right? And, just Vinny's just higher on the pecking order. Vinny gets his preferred spot. Like, that's just... in terms of just the impact and all the things that Vinny's done, like, he's the number 7 for a reason, right? Like, there's a reason why. Remember, Vinny and Rodrigo both got their upgraded numbers, 23, 24, that summer. Vinny got 7, Rodrigo got 11. So 11's a good number, right? It's a very good number in football. But we all know, when you get the number 7, like, that tells you what the club think of you as a player. You're the guy. 7, you're in my opinion, is our biggest number. Right?
It is.
Like at Barca, 10
Raul,
is the biggest
Cristiano
number.
Ronaldo, exactly, yeah.
Exactly. So once Vinny got that 7, he's going to get his preferred position, bro. And it's up to Rodrigo to figure it out. Like, and that's just how it is, bro. Like, it's never truly based off of merit only. Because if it's off of merit, then Vinny would have been dropped a long time ago.
Absolutely.
We all know how, like, it is, bro. Like, certain players, they just get there because they've earned it. And I think Vinny has earned it. But he has to wake up, though. This game, he needs to perform. UCL night, I think, people need to be reminded about the kind of player that he is, bro. Because we saw him did well against Oviedo, right? Had a good little spurt against Mallorca. But again, kind of reverted back to what we were seeing Club World Cup and before that against this match with Sociedad. So now he definitely does need to step up this game because I think he is going to start.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Well, let's run predictions, obviously. So, Marseille, you're saying 4-2?
4-2.
4-2, I'm saying 3-1. Barcelona versus Newcastle.
You know what? 2-2. If Yamal's not there. 2-2.
2-2 if Yamal's not there.
Yeah.
I'm saying a comfortable 1-0 to Newcastle, mate. They will defend for their life.
Newcastle clean sheet against Barca.
1-0, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Shit.
I'm saying that if they do the same, and we know that Vallecano, bro, they're not really the best defensively. Newcastle actually can defend people, yeah? This is going to be, and Barcelona fans are just looking at it like they think Levante is tough to break down. Hey, Newcastle are better defensively than all the Spanish teams they play together. Put together. Yeah, they are much better defensively. Yeah, let's just call it as it is. And Eddie Howe is a fucking fantastic manager. Yeah,
so he is.
Eddie Howe is a sublime manager, and he's going to set up that Newcastle team to actually box out Barcelona. They're not even. They honestly, yeah, that's what's going to happen. The only way Barcelona are going to get in, if they get a quick goal, Newcastle are going to have to go open because they have to come back. So Newcastle, I'm telling you right now, a 1-0 to the Newcastle. I'm ready for it, people, because look how. Let me tell you this, yeah. Look how Liverpool struggled to break down Burnley. Yeah, it's going to be exactly the same thing. Exactly the same flipping thing. Yeah. Newcastle are an immaculate defensive team. So let's hope they do the job against Barcelona. And that's pretty much it, obviously, from my end.
Yeah, I mean,
in terms of like Champions League, I think I don't want to summarize the rest of them.
Dave. I cannot see a clean sheet, bro. A clean sheet would be mad. Like I know that Newcastle, right? Like where they do have the advantage against Barca, physicality, right? I think defensively they're better than Barcelona as well, right? You got like Livramento, like Lewis Hall. I think also fucking like Kieran Trippier plays for them as well. You got like good like Dan Burns, yeah, like Botman, sure as well. Midfield physical, right? I think the midfield is the best part of Newcastle.
Yeah, Guimaraes is more physical than any Barcelona midfielder.
Bro, Bruno Guimaraes and Tonali could start for a majority of elite clubs. Like,
yeah, exactly, that's true.
The reason that they're still at Newcastle is because I don't think Newcastle would even entertain selling them. Like, they would have to pull a Isak to get a move.
Yeah.
Like, those guys are very good players. But I don't know if they're going to be able to handle the constant pressure that
I saw Wolves have a few open chances, though. That's the only thing that, like, I imagine that Newcastle was set up against Barcelona how they were set up against Arsenal. Because Arsenal have not been able to beat Newcastle. Yeah.
But at the same time,
Newcastle are literally like Arsenal play very, very similar, overloading the box, very, very similar to Barcelona.
But Barca attacking-wise are clear of Arsenal. They're clear. No, I'm saying like Barca attacking-wise, like and tactically.
I would say that.
Whereas Arteta was a bit more reserved. Hansi Flick is going for it. Right? Like, bro, the reason why Barca didn't make the UCL final is because even when they were up with 90 seconds left, they were playing like they were down 3-0. Like, Hansi Flick is going for it, bro. So Newcastle are going to have to, but again, I think because the reports are saying that Yamal is not going to be available, they're going to struggle, bro. Like, if Yamal was there, I would have picked Barca to get the 3 points, but not having Yamal for this game, because now what? You're not going to start Rooney Bargy. So what? Rafinha goes to the right, Rashford on the left, trying to break down Newcastle's low block? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hey, look, they have Pedri, though. Best midfielder in the world. His passing should be able to break down whatever Newcastle are trying to do. Pedri should be bossing that midfield, right? And I expect him to have a phenomenal performance. We'll see. But
do you know what?
I'm going to draw. Also, wait, Dave, real quick, because I know you're about to wrap up soon, but Atleti are playing Liverpool. I think that's very interesting on Wednesday.
Liverpool gonna smack them up.
You know, Liverpool look like shit. I'm gonna be honest.
They do.
Liverpool's first 4 games, they needed a match winner in 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like, they only beat Burnley because they got that handball in the 93rd minute. Liverpool, I think they're going to get it together. But they, so far, do not look good. They do not look convincing. I think Atleti, especially playing them off the counter, bro, this fits perfectly with what Simeone wants to do. Liverpool, they've been playing this high line. Their back line, bro, Milos Kerkez, oh my days, this guy looks like shit. Like, hooked in the 36th minute. I don't even think you can start him against Atleti.
Yeah.
Bro, we know Atleti defensively are going to be compact, and they are going to hit Liverpool on the counter. You got Thiago Almada, right? You got Julian Alvarez, Antoine Griezmann, right? Like, and they do all have great work rate off the ball as well.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
I think Atleti can get something. I don't know where this game is at. I'm not sure if it's at Anfield or if it's at the Wanda. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's a game I'm very interested in. I'm gonna be doing a watch along for that 100%.
Yeah,
like, that's gonna
absolutely.
Be
Absolutely, yeah. Let's see how it goes. Obviously, Tottenham play Villarreal as well, guys. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Well, that's going to be a very
Tottenham Villarreal, you know.
Yeah, Tottenham Villarreal. I think Villarreal will. I think Tottenham beat Villarreal,
bro. Because you know what it is.
Hotspur Stadium.
Thomas Frank has Tottenham looking a lot more compact. Like it's not open like with Ange Postecoglou there.
No, absolutely
in terms of, you know, like the high line for life. No. Not with Thomas Frank there. So yeah, I think like Villarreal, they're not gonna beat Tottenham now. And you know it's a good game, Dave. Fucking Chelsea Bayern, bro, on Wednesday as well.
Do you know what's an even better game? Yeah, it seems like all the Spanish teams are playing English teams. Bilbao versus Arsenal. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to be watching Nico Williams and see if he's actually worth it at all.
I ain't watching that, bro.
I'm watching Bilbao versus Arsenal.
That's about to be a stinker. Bilbao against. Look, bro. Arsenal 1-0. Fucking Gabriel header. Fucking 26th minute. And it'll be something like that. Maybe Gyökeres makes it 2-0.
Who knows, mate? Who knows about Bilbao though?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nico Williams is shit, bro. Bilbao got slapped against Manchester United. You think?
Yeah.
And I know that they just signed Aymeric Laporte, right? But bro, Bilbao don't even make signings like that, bro. Like it's pretty much the same team from last year, bro. Like they're not like they're a solid team. They're not beating Arsenal. I don't care where that game's at, whether it's at the Emirates or it's in Bilbao. It does not matter. Arsenal are beating Bilbao. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Bilbao are not going to do anything, right? Nico Williams is going to get locked up by Timber, and fucking that's just what it is, bro. Like I would be shocked if Arsenal lose that match or draw.
We'll see, man. We'll see because it seems like all the Spanish teams are facing English teams. Like literally, it's crazy, isn't it?
The games this week are very interesting, bro.
It's La Liga versus the Premier League. And let me tell you this, Barcelona have not faced a defensive team like Newcastle who are structured like this since probably Atletico Madrid. Yeah, there's no team in Spain. There's no team in Spain that defends like Newcastle. Let's just call it.
No, for sure. But you know the thing is though, Dave, and I do want Barca to lose. But for the PR of La Liga, bro, could you imagine if Newcastle beat Barcelona? Yeah. Oh, my God. Imagine all the Premtards. Oh, my gosh, bro. I'm not yes, I want Barca to lose. But, because I'm already in so many group chats with Premier League. Oh, my days. I can't even imagine the shit that they'll be talking if Newcastle beat Barca.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. I know.
La Liga's a farmers league. And, Newcastle would win La Liga.
What? Imagine if all the Premier League teams beat the La Liga teams,
bro. We'd be finished.
Imagine Bilbao are going to get beaten by Arsenal. Villarreal get beaten by Tottenham. Well, they will get beaten by Tottenham. Liverpool beat Atletico Madrid and Newcastle beat Barcelona. Imagine the criminality against La Liga. It'd be crazy.
I mean, but you know what? To see Barca lose, it is worth it. It is. I don't care. Let them slander La Liga. If it means Barcelona holds smoke, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll take it. You know, it's worth the fucking banter that we'll get. It's worth it, bro. Fuck Barcelona. Come on, Newcastle. But I can't see it, though, them beating Barcelona.
Yeah, let's see it. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much wrapped up the Galacticos podcast for this week. A bit shorter because I'm going to be heading over to Football Matrix. We're going to be running a match preview on Marseille. Let's obviously catch that in literally just a minute's time. I'm going to be heading over there. But Will, what you've got coming up apart from maybe Football Chaos, you're going to be doing the match tomorrow, I'm guessing. That's 100% true.
100%.
I know that for a fact. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, Football Chaos will be live in a little over in like about an hour and 15 minutes, as usual, every Monday and Friday, right? We will be revealing because we just started doing our predictions, right? So make sure that you guys tune in to see where Dave is at in the table, okay? And also, we're going to be talking about the games from the weekend and, of course, the Champions League. But, come watch some Barca fans get cooked, as always, bro.
Yeah, they're going to all have their glasses out, mate. I know that's going to be facts, mate. And we're going to get Papillon in that bloody chaos thing. Let's see what happens, mate. If he comes in, mate, it'll be absolutely crazy. But guys, take care, guys. Adios. And this has been obviously the Galacticos podcast, the most uncensored, the greatest uncensored Madrid podcast out on YouTube, as we call it. Guys, take care. Adios, and we'll see you next time. A la Madrid. Y nada más. Adiós, people.